Hi friends of cocktails! It's been exactly 1 year since the first birthday episode on Cocktail Time. That means
it's our birthday again.
So since Robi and I share a birthday, we gave each other presents last year. Two very different but both delicious cocktails.
An old-fashioned twist with rye whiskey and sherry, and a sour cocktail with a ginger cake.
At the end of that episode, Robi surprised me with a vintage Rosso Vermouth bottle for my collection. I was blown away. So to flip things around a bit this year, I decided to give you a brand new bottle of Bianco Vermouth, made with my own recipe, and I'll show you how I made it.
That's awesome, man. A truly unique gift. I love it, thanks. Do you mind if I try it?
Be my guest. The main ingredient is Rhine Riesling white wine, fortified with Monkey 47 gin, and flavored with botanicals and bittering agents. You might even notice a bit of wood, even though it hasn't been aged.
This has such a rich aroma and taste. I'm more used to red, sweet vermouth, or white, dry vermouth. So this white and subtly sweet, fortified wine is a bit of a novelty for me. But I love how well the aromatics play with the wine base.
You can simply mix it with tonic water or use it in a range of other cocktails. I'd suggest white Negroni or a Vesper.
Since we're still in the middle of our November campaign, I think the perfect way to use this would be a twist on your cocktail, the Gentleman's Health, the Movember cocktail. I make two, of course.
Sounds great. Let's start.
Before we start, now is the perfect opportunity to ask the awesome people watching this episode to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as a birthday gift to both of us.
Great idea. Thank you. And now, it's cocktail time. Before Robi makes the cocktails, let's see how to make homemade fortified aromatized wine. We'll call it a vermouth, but it's technically a 𝗙𝗰𝗏, but more on that later. To make it, we'll use these ingredients and a sous vide cooker. You can pause and take a screenshot, but I'll of course show how I put everything together. A sous vide cooker gives you the most control over the temperature, making the infusion process a lot quicker. Using a sealed bag, you also make sure nothing gets cooked off. So that's where I'm first adding the base and the fortifier, Riesling wine and gin. When you apply heat to wine, it will oxidize, changing its taste and color. This and the infused botanicals will give our vermouth a nice orange hue. To make the end result closer to a French-style vermouth, with a fresh and floral wine base, I'll dilute the strained infusion with more wine at the end. Monkey 47 gin has a high alcohol content, which will fortify the wine and make the infusion even more effective. Its aromatics will complement what we'll be adding soon. First I'll add what you could call an aging agent, Slovenian oak, which like many European oaks adds subtle notes of vanilla, pepper and spiciness. Now it's time for the aromatics. All of this will add to the rich, fresh and floral flavors that will make sure the vermouth isn't lost in any cocktail that we'll end up using it in. If you'll want to experiment with some other flavors, here's a great place to give it a small tweak of your own. As for the bittering agents, I'll first add wormwood. According to regulations, vermouth must be made with 75% wine, with an ABV between 14.5% and 22%, and wormwood has to be one of the botanicals used. I'm also adding small amounts of cinchona bark, making this a 𝗙𝗰𝗏, a fortified aromatized wine, flavored with quinine, such as Dubonnet, and the predecessor to Lillet Blanc, Quina Lillet. Since this is still a subcategory of a fortified aromatized wine, I think calling it a vermouth reaches a broader audience. With technicalities out of the way, let's make sure we have the right amount of sweetness. I added sugar and forest honey to pair it with the botanicals from the gin. Then it's time to seal the bag and place it in a sous vide cooker. This will infuse for 3 hours at 60 degrees Celsius or 140 Fahrenheit. In the meantime, you can get a sticker ready and label the bottle. You'll want to keep this in the fridge later, just like any wine-based drink, including all vermouths. After it's done infusing, it's time to open the bag and strain the contents through a coffee filter. If you end up with a slightly cloudy infusion, it's best to place it in a bottle and leave it to settle for a day or two. Then slowly strain it again after you see sediments at the bottom. Here it was nice and clear, so I went straight to adding more Riesling wine. To bring the alcohol level down to 17% and the sugar content to around the same as Lillet Blanc, I calculate the amounts needed with an online alcohol calculator, which I showed in the homemade bitters episode. And that's it. Bottle it, put it in the fridge, or use it for a birthday party straight away. So this is the part where you go get your birthday buddy to make a cocktail with it.
Okay, but I'm gonna ask you to help with the mustache garnish since that's your forte. I'm gonna be making 2 cocktails but giving you ratios per cocktail and probably spilling some since I'm not a bartender, so please bear with me. As Kevin starts work on the signature garnish for his signature Movember cocktail, I'll be making a small twist to the original Gentleman's Health with the bottles used and the ratios, since green chartreuse has more alcohol and a stronger flavor. For the base, I'm using Jameson Black Barrel, a darker, more full-bodied and complex version of Jameson, thanks to the double charred barrels it was matured in, 30 ml or 1 ounce. Like mentioned, instead of yellow, I'll be using green chartreuse with all of its 55% ABV and a stronger herbal taste, so I'll add a bit less. And of course don't forget to spill a little. We can't forget the birthday ingredient, homemade Bianco Vermouth, which will sub Lillet Blanc from the original recipe. 22.5 ml or 3/4 of an ounce. With the garnishes done, I'll get the lemon. I'll keep the same amount of lemon juice, 22.5 ml or 3/4 of an ounce for each of the cocktails. Lastly, like it's almost tradition around here, a couple of drops of saline solution to enhance all of the flavors. This is just 20 grams of salt dissolved in 80 grams of water, 2 drops per cocktail. Then drain the ice, add the cocktail, hope you sealed it well enough, and shake, trying to look as cool as your hands feel after a couple of seconds. Double strain the cocktails before expressing the lemon peel mustaches over the glasses. And pinning the key feature of this cocktail on the side of the glass. And that's the birthday twist on the Gentleman's Health. Before we say cheers...
Oh,
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Awesome.
Pino?
Spet. Kaj ni fokus? Vsega čast. Lepo.
Okay, I'll admit, I may have judged this book by its cover, but as soon as I saw it I thought, ain't that the truth? And also, Kevin needs this book. I look forward to many more drinks shared, as fathers. So, who knows better that daddy needs a drink than us? Cheers, man.
Thank you, brother. I can't wait to try it and to read this book. Cheers. It has the same citrus aroma from the garnish, but a stronger green chartreuse gives it less sweetness and a more herbal undertone, giving the homemade vermouth and Jameson Black Barrel a bit more to stand up to. And they do.
Yeah, this is good. Fresh, well-balanced, and boozy. I'll make more of this until the month is through.
Wait, does that mean that I have to write the book until next year?
Yeah, why not? It would be a nice birthday surprise.
Big plans for 2022.
I'll see you next year.
Cheers.
Ha! There's only one cocktail this year. Thank God.
Good job, guys.